this is Finnborn from Sweden, here to share my thoughts with you about my choice for this week's Film Noir segment, The Scar. The Scar, released in 1948, is actually an almost perfect noir. Definitely up there among the best, and there are a number of reasons for that. Let's first take a look at the characters. We have Johnny Muller, a gangster, intelligent and confident, but also crazy. The camera angle 6 minutes into the film let us know that. Johnny just got out of prison, but he immediately has a new plan, robbing a casino. We'll make 200 dough. That's a lot of money for just a minute's work. Johnny was one of those guys who went around. Good times, pretty girls. He was special. He never followed rules. There were no rules for Johnny. First comes him, then comes him, third comes him, and after that comes him. He's got big ideas and thinks he has a right to get away with murder. One who knows all that is Evelyn. Evelyn is a secretary and mistress to a psychiatrist. Evelyn doesn't get frightened. She walks around with an angry look on her face all the time. Suspicious, always watching out. Why does Johnny like her? Her baby blue eyes, of course. And he doesn't have to walk on his head to get her. She's already a mistress to someone who looks just like him, Dr. Bartok. Well, except for the scar on Bartok's cheek. Both Johnny Muller and Dr. Bartok are played by Paul Henreid. Evelyn, who is played by John Bennett, prefers the bad Paul Henreid, Johnny Muller. Johnny's robbery of a mobster-owned casino goes wrong, and now he needs to hide. He even needs a new identity. Johnny thinks there is no one quite like him, but as far as looks goes, there is. Dr. Bartok. Well, except for the scar on Bartok's cheek. But Johnny can fix that. He simply kills Bartok and cuts himself on the cheek to get a scar just like Bartok's. What could go wrong? Well, that's the plot, the main characters. One thing that's always a great ingredient for a noir is irony. And oh, the irony in this one. At first things go pretty well for Johnny. Not even his own righteous brother Frederick realizes him. Well, first he thinks he does. That is, except for the scar on his cheek. Now, that's a fantastic thing about this film. Frederick doesn't think, hey, that's Johnny with a scar on his face. No, because of the scar he thinks it's definitely another person. But noirs can be far-fetched, it doesn't matter. Yes, things go pretty well for Johnny. Not even Bartok's wife gets suspicious. Charwoman does, but not the wife. Johnny starts chain-smoking, and that is enough to fool everyone. That plus the scar on his face. Yes, things go pretty well for Johnny. Maybe too good. Johnny is Bartok. Got it all now. Oh, the irony in this one. Film noirs like to tell us that we can't escape fate. Not even Johnny Muller can. And on the way to Johnny's fate, we get to see a fabulous noir with almost an orgy of noir photo. That is another reason why this film is up there among the best. The photo. And how come the scar has such an amazing photo? The answer is John Alton. John Alton is always the answer when it comes to noir photo. Almost every scene stands out as a model example of how a film noir should look. The angles, the focus, the claustrophobic shadows, the light, and most of all, the darkness. Yes, John Alton is the answer. Paul Henreid is really great as a villain. Cool on the outside, but with violence always lurking under the surface. A bit George Raftish, actually, which is very good in my book. And Joan Bennett, why, she's the ultimate noir actress. In fact, even if she really isn't a femme fatale in this film, you still think she is, because she's Joan Bennett. The Scar, also known as Hollow Triumph, is based on a novel of the same title by Murray Forbes. The screenplay was written by Daniel Fuchs, who also wrote the screenplay for Crisscross and Panic in the Street. And it was produced by Paul Henreid himself. It's a great little film, telling us that it's a bitter little world out there. Well, that's my take this week on a classic film noir. See you again next month for another review. Will it be another noir, a western, or a horror classic? I'll keep you guessing until next